Alright, am I good? You can hear me, right?
In this video, I'll show you how to set up and manage
Alright, is the fan too loud? Or nah? Yeah, this time I put on the ultra low latency option for streams, so hopefully there shouldn't be that much of a chat delay. Well, not as much as last time, I hope. Nice and hydrated. I think I'm gonna begin. So, like, last time I ended stream right after I died, and it sent me back quite a bit, so I'm gonna just skip through all the text until the point that I, like, died, so, yeah, I'm not reading anything up until that point. Yeah, you can, like, get game overs. In fact, I literally did die last time. Well, last time I died by... The chicken that Colonel gave me was so good that I literally just fucking died. I'm not joking. Already back to where I was, and I'm pretty sure I did that. I mean, yeah, you can die by eating. Food poisoning is a thing. Alright. I already did all this. Oh, no, I didn't look at this one. Okay, I looked out a window and just then Ghost of Student pops up. I think this is the same one that actually got killed last time. Oh, hold on a sec. If I was being screwed. Oh, sorry for the delay, something's happening. fire alarm's not going off again. Better fucking not. So, fun fact. Last, or 2 weeks ago it was, at 5:45 in the morning, the fire alarm at my dorm went off and everyone had to get out because someone fucking burnt some bagel or whatever in the microwave. I don't know. It fucking sucked though. So, alright, now we'll continue. Oh. Do I recall how many mistakes I made last time? No. Oh yeah, I died 3 times. Well, 3 game overs. Only one of them involved actual death. Anyways, Ghost. Are you thinking about heading out into the world on a quest to avenge my death? Wait, what? I've never even heard your name. Why would I avenge you? I could just tell you my name right now. It's... Can't you see I'm in the middle of something? You opened the window and cracked, and the ghost of the student swept out with a breeze. Fucking got him. Now here was where I did the fuck up.
Aww.
Now this is what I chose last time, and it didn't work. So one of these two. Yeah. You confess. I think I've developed feelings for you. I'm not sure that my big chicken dreams have left any room in my life for romance right now. Okay. Overwhelmed, you take off the jacket and run for the door. But the thought of leaving Colonel in the midst of such an emotional breakthrough gives you pause. You stop yourself. Colonel? Yes, Jonah? I honestly think this may be the beginning of something wonderful. I think you're right. We should take things slow. You talk late into the night and drift off into a slumber. Dream sequence. This again? I haven't seen any gameplay of this game, and this looks like someone made this while on ketamine. Yeah, sounds about right. You awake to a beautiful morning in Colonel Sanders' hideaway. Did you make the right decision on how to respond to Colonel Sanders? Only time will truly tell. Today is a day that could change the rest of your life. You think about the new secret ingredient you just learned about, rectangle. In some jurisdictions, rectangle isn't even legal. But if the recipe is a secret, how will they know? Your thoughts are interrupted when Colonel Sanders emerges into the room. He's holding a gorgeously plated breakfast, and your mouth waters at the sight of it. Here's a simple breakfast I just whipped up. It's meticulous. You taste Colonel Sanders' food, and it takes you on a journey. When you return, he's waiting to ask you an important question. So, would you say that we're the perfect match? How presumptuous. My cuisine and your taste buds, that is. It's flattering. You know, I think we might make a great team. A single tear begins to pool in the corner of his eye as he gazes out the window. And with the right business partner, I know I can't fail. Business partner? Could he be talking to you? It's all happening so quickly. Overcome with emotion and confused by your feelings, you're on the verge of tears. Unable to speak, the only answer you can find is to run out the door and get home. There's still one more day of school after all. University of Cooking School Academy waits for no one. You get home to find something very surprising. Your best friend is waiting there for you. Where have you been? Because I had one heck of a night. I've been desperate to talk to you about it, but I couldn't find you. I got worried that something would happen to you. It's okay, I was just now that it turns out you're fine, I can finally get you up to speed on the saga of Miriam. Sure, but you will not believe what happened to me after school yesterday. I went on a date. I think I can believe that. Since I've been partnered up with Clay. Yep, she dating the robot. Of course I told him, you better keep your dials turned to polite and respectful. I'm not that kind of girl. But he was just interested in spending some one-on-one time together and getting to know me, so I said, yeah, sure, I can get to know the little metallic guy. Long story short, he took me skydiving. What? Did she just say skydiving as if that's a typical first date to go on with a talking pressure cooker? Now I'm not really sure where we stand. You don't give Miriam time to tell the whole story, however. Bottling up the details of your own night is just too much to bear. Well, I need water. And I went on a date too, back to Colonel Sanders' house where I spent the night with him. You what? Nothing happened. At least this time. But the emotional connection. Wowzers. Just to move on from this obsession. I mean, as far as I know, I'm not failing. If being obsessed with Colonel Sanders is wrong, you don't want to be right. After a short argument, you both agreed to go your separate ways. When you arrive at school, you encounter your rivals in the quad. You tell from a distance that they're picking on Pop, though he himself might not quite grasp the fact. 'Cause you know, he's Pop. It's a swirly, it sounds delicious. Oh, it's great. I'll order you up one right away. Don't tell me the game's gonna have to make me stop them bullying him. Yeah, exactly. Let him be bullied. I'll have my swirly with sprinkles, please. He sprinkles a dog and a treat. You can get your swirly dip, too. Man. Just want to let him get bullied. There's that horse that Colonel Sanders rides to school, but who would dare pick on such a gentle and beautiful creature? Got some nerve, Jonah, suggesting I pick on a defenseless horse. Now you're twisting my words and I won't have it. Injury makes you wince. Alright, I dipped my hand in a mixer. Doesn't look like you can go on cooking like that. Might as well just give up. I'll never give up. Ever. Colonel Sanders arrives just as it appears things are close to boiling over. A naturally intuitive person, he senses that something has been going on. Is everyone excited for the final day of school? Jonah, how's that hand feeling? I'm sure he'll be back in fighting form by this afternoon. Aren't you concerned about my hands, Colonel? Yesterday I almost broke a nail winning so hard. Technically I don't believe a winner was decided, but your presentation was quite impressive. What is he doing complimenting her? What about the flavor of my delicate, warm, gooey chocolate sauce? It was clear that you're passionate about how your food is received. It's a lot of words to say it was bland. Damn. That was not that good, honestly. Excuse me, Jonah. I'm more than capable enough to speak for myself. Maybe you could tell me more of your thoughts as we walk into class, Colonel? I'm always interested in discussing the fine art of fine foods. See you inside, Jonah. Annoyed by Colonel Sanders' inability to see Ashley for who you know she really is, you walk across the quad to get some distance. In an attempt to distract yourself from how slighted you feel by that interaction with Ashley, You take out the spell book you recovered yesterday and start flipping through the pages. Oh, shit. Wait. Whoa, that's that book? It looks like bad news. Okay, so what we have learned, Colonel's chicken is drugged, he plans on sacrificing you to steal the recipe, and Pop can't die. Yep. It's just something I found lying around. It would appear to be some sort of fact, but I don't really believe in that magic stuff. Yeah, still not trying to pronounce that. Like a book of spells? I don't know. Who would spend so much time decorating a magic book if it weren't really powerful? I can think of one surefire way to find out. You open to a page covered with arcane writings. Cast only in case of extreme emergency, it says around the edges. I could use a spell here that says it will erase anyone I choose from all my memories. If I scrub out Colonel Sanders, it will probably help me focus better on the upcoming final exam. That's way drastic. Couldn't you do something else, like anything else? Not rooted in dark magic? Maybe tie a string around your finger? What would that do? Okay, fine, it is drastic, but desperate times call for desperate measures. This isn't really that desperate. You got a memory erasing spell sitting right in front of you, and a pretty good excuse to try it out. Yeah, I agree, I could do that. Well, do I do it? If you do it, you get brain damage. Fuck yeah. You begin to recite the spell, but you stumble on the words, and the only effect it seems to have is to make you forget what it is you were doing. Damn. Just as I thought. Big, massive retard. Oh, right. After looking at the page again, it comes rushing back to you. Can I really not cast it? Fuck. You take your friend's advice and put the book away. It's almost time for class. Sprinkles is already in the room waiting for the students to arrive. Who's supposed to make a quick announcement. I want you all to know, I feel something of a dog moment coming on, but I assure you it's nothing to be afraid of. Do I give the dog homework? Sprinkle stops in his tracks. He focuses on the window. The room is deadly silent. When you follow his gaze, you see a tiny orange squirrel perched on the cherry tree outside. Sprinkles turns feral and runs to the window of the classroom. He begins barking uncontrollably at the squirrel outside. Terrence, I told you never to come back here, Terrence. I will destroy you, Terrence. Sprinkles is barking ferociously, drool flying off his face. The squirrel looks over, but he doesn't say anything back. You wonder, is that even a talking squirrel? Who named him Terrence? You better not show your chubby cheeks around here ever again! After Sprinkles is satisfied that his presence has been felt by not only Terrence, but any other squirrel in hearing distance, he returns to his professional tone. I apologize for the outburst. This actually brings up an important point. Thank you, Jonah, for reminding me to dole out this indispensable bit of wisdom. What? I didn't do anything. But before we can go any further, Miriam's love drama spills over into class. What? Oh. Oh. Oh no. told you to save it for after class. You think I wanted to be thrown from a plane strapped to a stranger? Miriam and Clank appear to be arguing, but you still haven't learned to speak Clank's language of mechanical noises. But no, you had to show off your cool kid friends Jeff and John, J&J forever. Watch us form a triangle in midair as we descend. Triangles are the strongest shape, don't you know? Yeah, well, that doesn't make it a great date. But take Jeff and John with you. You can all hold hands as you pedal down the mountain or off a cliff for all I care. Damn. Sad. Pulls the shutter. Steam pours out of the gaps in his panels, and then a loud ding stops him. He's dead. No amount of seasoning is gonna make me want to eat that, Clank. So, deep-fried sneaker. Considering that he himself has wheels, not feet, it's not entirely clear where it came from. In terms of deep-fried footwear, I guess it looks okay. Clank slowly rolls out of the room to be alone with a shoe. Everyone tries to pretend like they didn't see that entire thing go down. Nothing like a loud public breakup to cast a pall over the final day of school. Well, that was unfortunate. But we mustn't be distracted from what lies ahead. The final competition showdown challenge exam trademark. I'm still working on the title, but I think you get it. Test time approaches. See you all in the arena. But before you can think about your upcoming competition, there's a very beautiful soul in need of a pep talk. Hey, Miriam, are you okay? Okay. I'm so mad I could smash a tiny mug, spilling several drops of hot cocoa all over the floor. Not just one, but several. How could you embarrass me in class like that, in front of everyone? Her tiny cocoa is a delicious treasure, so you know that this breakup is no joke, even if the source of her frustration is such a silly boy. I know that you know this, but I'm gonna say it out loud. You don't need anyone. Me and you, we're gonna cruise through this final test and hit the carpool lane to Success City. Miriam brightens up, imagining the wind rushing through her short bangs, but she hesitates to embrace the feeling all the way. You're not going to saddle up. You're not going to saddle up on Colonel Sanders' stallion and ride off into the sunset without me. Of course not. Well, maybe, sorta, but I'm sure there's a pony out there with your name on it and a ranch big enough for both of us and whoever else we want to bring along. It's not Pop or Clank or anyone else you met today, tomorrow, or this whole year, so what? You're a special person who shouldn't settle for the first someone to show a little interest anyhow. Miriam gives you a big hug and wipes the tears from her cheeks. Fuck, hold up, I've gotta get my laundry. Alright, we did it. Laundry has been acquired. What was I doing? Jonah is asleep. Everyone post Miriam before. How about you don't? Anyways, I should really review my menu for today. I'm gonna make a very special soup. And I bet that Professor Dog is gonna love it up. While you were pep talking Miriam, you completely missed lunch. That's okay, because you had a better idea of how to spend time before your exam. You decided to head to the arena early to practice a dish. This is it, the location of your final challenge. A test of will, a test of courage, a test of talent. And a chance to beat the pants off of Van and the supposed Madman and his eviler counterpart, Ashley. As planned, you begin to run through a quick test of your recipe you've been working on, Jonah's famous chicken pot pie. After practicing for months, making this dish comes second nature to you, and you're able to quickly get a fresh pot pie in the oven, but as soon as you do, your cram session is interrupted by Colonel Sander. Jonah, what are you doing here? There's still time before the exam. Oh, just taking it all in. I'm big into visualizing success. I'm looking at my station and picturing victory. Pot pie has begun to bake, and the smell is slowly filling the space around you. Visualizing, huh? It's too bad. I was hoping you were here cooking something delicious. You'd usually happily share your food with anyone who was hungry, but the last time you let Colonel Sanders get in your head, it cost you a cook-off. You decide that it's time to put your cooking above your romantic desires. But that decision gets hard to stick to when the oven timer goes off behind you. I don't want to burn it. Okay, you got me. I'm doing a little bit more than visualizing. I know, my nose can smell a pot pie from 400 yards. It's an oddly specific distance, but you'd expect nothing less from such an oddly specific man. You knew it was a pot pie just from the smell? Not just a pot pie, but a chicken pot pie, with an all-buttered crust. And my nose is telling me something else. Oh no, is it burning? I know, I can smell it was made with a heaping helping of TLC. But it'll probably start burning any second you don't pull it out. Moment of truth. Wow. It's the best pot pie I've ever tasted. I've always loved country cooking, and I could eat this all day. There's no time left. The final showdown is about to begin. Sprinkles lays down the ground rules. There are no rules. That is except to cook with everything you've got. Step up to the cook-off of a lifetime. You decide that mac and cheese plus the pot pie you've been practicing are just the dishes that'll push you over the edge to victory. Meanwhile, both Van and Ashley are prepping wildly elaborate dishes per their usual over-the-top selves. Miriam has her giant magnifying glass and several sets of tweezers. She's definitely prepared to go big, going small. Colonel Sanders seems to be harnessing his 11 herbs and spices, but he's trying to find a way to improve something perfect. His original rice reserve fried chicken. The intensity in the room starts at a full 10 out of 10 with a frenzy of action. Everyone is calling out really cool special cooking moves as they prepare for food. Wow, this is getting serious. Colonel Sanders batters his chicken as it levitates through the air. Egg wash. Miriam furiously injects ingredients into an itty-bitty pot of broth. Best friend bastard blasted. Van flexes his pectorals as he chops open a sea urchin. It's Rock'n'Roid. Ashley scoops her pastries off the tray with lightning speed. Shallow personality special. Alright, that's good. Even Clank gets in on it. $5 pressure point chicken cooking technique. Wait, when did Clank learn to speak English? It's the singularity. What? Must let it happen. don't know. Self-destruct. Sandman quickly unplugs Clank and rolls him out the back door of the arena. If he had to be plugged in to something, how the fuck does he go skydiving? This opens up a whole new set of questions that didn't exist before, but now do. As you frantically prepare your dish, you notice Ashley has her spellbook out. Is she going to use some dark magic to turn the tide? You've got a book of your own, and you're desperate not to see her win another battle. Should you take this opportunity to fight magic with magic, even if it's almost certainly evil magic? Really tempted to do the spell. Fuck it. Take out your own spellbook and let your instincts guide you to a page you've never seen before. It's a summoning spell that will conjure up a spork monster. Now seems like a good time to add some chaos to the mix. You have summoned me. Broom cooking arena. So many fond memories of battle in this place. In my old life. In your old life? I wasn't always the monster you see before me. No. Once I was but a student like yourself, who attended the school. Spork monster notices the book you're holding. I see what's going on here. Things aren't going your way, huh? Been there, my friend. I tried to cast a spell on myself to imbue my body with the powers of my favorite foods. As you can imagine, things did not go as planned. When spells say, only cast in case of emergency, they mean it. I'm kind of in a pinch here. You got any better ideas? Spork Monster's smile curls up mischievously. For starters, never cast spells on yourself. Cast them on your rivals. Just tell me who's giving you trouble, and we'll take very good care of them. He motioned to Ashley, and before he can think of better of this dastardly decision, he recites a spell that turns her into a chicken. Now a mere bird, she flaps her wings and glides off into the produce section of the arena, far from her station. Okay, gotta go. Bye. Uh-oh, this could be dangerous. You're immediately erect with guilt over this act of blatant You don't know what to do. It would be poetic justice for Ashley to live out the rest of her days as a chicken, and yet that seems unspeakably cruel. After all, it's just a cooking competition. Chicken Ashley pecks around at the base of some cabinetry, searching for some loose vegetables to eat. Jonah, how could you? Cheating on the final exam? He said there were no rules. So what makes black magic against the rules if there are none? Anyways, I've never been more disappointed. And here I was considering you for a place not only in my future chain of highly successful chicken restaurants, but also my heart. Without hesitation, you cast a counterspell from memory that saves her. Fuck. Such a thing as competing with honor, and that does not qualify. I no longer want anything to do with. Damn. Well, that is game over number 4. How far back is it gonna send me this time? Oh, this is right where I was. But what if I still do it, but I choose to undo it? How would that turn things out? I don't want to risk resulting in another game over. Who needs magic when you've got passion? I'm going to do it the hard way. Which I say out loud for some reason. Colonel Sanders sees that you've chosen to win on your own terms, and he gives you a subtle wink from across the room. I believe in you, Jonah. Miriam notices too. I've always believed in you, Jonah, since we were little kids, because I'm your best friend forever. You turn to notice that Miriam is at your station, cheering for you. What about her own And what about your dish? If you're here cheering, who's cooking? Tiny food, short cook time. I'm actually already done, so I thought I'd help you. Oh, that's sweet, but Miriam tosses a handful of spices directly into your boiling noodles. It's a secret ingredient. However, she doesn't know that you lied and the ingredient was made up. And where in the world should she get that eye of newt from? Oh yeah, I lied and told her that this was the secret ingredient. Damn, I should have told her it was really rectangle. The boiling pot explodes, sending Miriam flying backwards. The watery noodles begin to swirl in the air, bubbling up into a dark cloud that thickens and congeals before your very eyes. It is I, Steve, the spork monster. Steve? Wait, what happened to Gorko? You're not here to battle me, are you? We spork monsters are many. I think Gorko had the day off. But you have conjured Steve, and I hate to battle, so I'd say you're doing pretty alright. Oh, hey, you're in the middle of a cooking competition? I love this stuff. It's better than TV. You crazy kids and your culinary skills really impress me. Mind if I hang out? I'm sorry, Steve, but I'm kind of in the middle of something. Do you mind? Steve the spork monster notices you got the grimoire stashed beneath your cooking station. I see what you're up to. Crisscross some magical items and accidentally summon me, huh? Yeah, you guessed it, sorta. If you're here, would you mind tossing more fresh noodles into a pot of salted water? I'd love to. I've always wanted to be a top chef, actually. You know, when I was just a little spork pup back in the old country. I feel mighty enough to tell you a very long and involved story. Don't exactly know where they came from, but it seems like it was probably lonely there. Actually, you know what? Maybe you should watch from the stands. I really need to focus on this competition. I understand. It's kind of like that time in monster school that I had fallen asleep during scare tactics class. When I woke up, I tossed a serious stare, and he takes the hint. Never mind, I'll tell you later. Good luck. You suffered this huge setback. You don't know how you could ever win. Yep, no. I can do this. I have what it takes. I came here to win. Your hair turns mac and cheese orange as culinary energy flows through your blood. Oh my god. My heart is pure, my hands are steady. Taste buds have been preparing their entire lives for... Yes, Jorah, you are the chosen one. You will avenge me. Power you've been summoning immensely immediately fades back out. You interrupted my inspiring monologue. Sorry. I was pure, my hands steady, taste buds wise for this moment. I will show the world my cookery. Begin to levitate off the ground. Energy courses through your body. What the fuck is happening anymore? You know that with this power you can do anything. Except turn back time, which would be super useful because while you're powering up, your chicken pot pie overcooked in the oven and can't be served. But don't worry, dear Jonah, you may have suffered some setbacks, but all is not lost. Impressed with your fortitude, Colonel Sanders decides you have earned his support. I've been watching you today, and I must say, I'm truly impressed. You've been thinking on your feet and rolling with the punches. He steps up to your station and stands right beside you. I'm here to help. All you've managed to make is mac and cheese, and the time is almost up, so you're going to need it. Colonel Sanders, what about the test? What will happen to you? What about the rules? There are none! Following the rules has never really been my thing. I follow my heart, but there are no rules! What a guy. Colonel Sanders unfolds a delicate white towel which revealed the most delicious fried chicken tenders you've ever laid your eyes on. Besides, sometimes unexpected combinations can have surprising effects that surpass their individual efforts. Are you suggesting if we combine forces, we can form the perfect food union? Time's up, students. Time expired. It's the moment everyone has been waiting for. You must now prepare to present your dishes. A handful of students stand tall, but the class seems incomplete. Seems we're missing some students. Pop? Clank? From off screen, you hear a pure innocent giggle that can only come from one student. Hey, I'm flying. Sounds like it's coming from the broom closet over there. Miriam, would you mind? Inside of the closet, you see Pop hanging on the broom hook by the elastic of his underpants. We should leave him there. Pop, get down from there right now. Let me guess, did Van have something to do with this? When someone asked for a wedgie, who am I to refuse? I thought a wedgie was a salad. Looks like Pop is eliminated from the challenge, seeing how he didn't cook anything. I can't feel my legs. May I be excused? Sure. You kids and your pranks. I must say, it's not the worst prank in Uxal history. But it's not exactly yearbook material. Wait a second. Pranks, clank. Where did that pressure cooker roll off to? Wasn't it rolled out of the building? I wait to hear it, but there's none. Somehow he must have gotten unplugged, I guess. We'll have to figure that out later. That leaves only 4 remaining students. Please collect your final projects. Yes, it has been a long 3 days. Wow, 3 whole days long. After days of hard work, the time has come for me to eat. Miriam, please step forward. Now, describe your dish. I've made tender udon noodles and savory soup. Honestly, if you could make soup that fucking tiny, that's impressive in its own right. My word, it's so delicate. Is that a teeny tiny Naruto Maki I spy afloat in this itsy bitsy bowl? Yes, chef. Please call me Sprinkles. Chef is my father's name. Yes, Sprinkles, and some green tea made from baby leaves that I picked myself. Was that did that say barley? Am I tripping? Ugh. Sprinkles carefully sniffs around the dish before opening his mouth and letting just the tip of his pink dog tongue dip into the bowl. Sublime. Would anyone else like a taste? Is there any left? I'm not one of those dogs who doesn't floss. I even have a really cute electric toothbrush for dogs. Fine, I'll enjoy it all by myself. And in a flash, the entire meal has been devoured. Not that it took much. Less than a thimble's worth of soup. A+. Rarely do I taste a dish with as much love poured into it as yours. Miriam is overjoyed. She gives you a huge hug. Thank you, Jonah, for helping me to believe in myself. Van, you're up. Now describe your dish. I made creamy over smooth egg custard in axe-hewn urchin shell topped with caviar. Did you skewer one type of urchin with spines for a second? Different colored type of urchin? Yes, Sprinkles. A bit much, don't you think? That's exactly why I did it. A bit much is kind of my brand. Doesn't it look cool? Sprinkles leans in to sniff the uni, but he can't get his nose close enough on account of all the spikes. He begins to paw at it erratically, causing the custard to slosh around. Please be gentle with my cuisine. Finally, Sprinkles goes all in tongue first, but he can't get past all the needles. He reels back his tongue. He is poked and prodded. Ouch! My tongue. The professor appears to be having an allergic reaction to the sting. I can't eat this. It keeps poking my tongue. Disqualified. Stunning turn of events. Who would have thought that serving food in a bowl made of needles could make it difficult to eat? The needles aren't covering the bowl. Just... Wait, is Ashley made chocolate? That means she's gonna poison Spring. Oh shit. Can we get a preliminary F for Sprinkles? Dejected, Van does not go gentle into the knives. Disqualified for glamour. Don't discount simplicity. This isn't the last time you've heard of me. It is. For forcing us to endure a swollen tongue for another moment, Sprinkles graciously laps up a bowl of milk. I know, yeah. I'm a dog and I drink milk. Get over it. Sometimes it helps calm my agitated tongue. Next student, Ashley, it's time to step up. Now describe your dish. I made orange blossom Turkish delight and light rosewater syrup topped with French margarine and connected by sugar glass. Glass? That actually doesn't sound too bad. Indeed, it's quite delightful. However, I ask that you please refrain from eating it or attempting to taste it in any way. It's very fragile and meant to be a display. This is a fucking cook-off. Don't eat the food at a cooking school? Got toast in your ears or something, Jonah? I told you, it's a display piece. Ashley, I must say, it is beautiful. However, this is a cooking competition at a cooking school. Yeah, which is why I cooked it. I did an extremely good job cooking it, too. I didn't realize that we were having an eating exam. If I wanted to be judged on eating, I'd go to the College of Eating School for the Hungry. Suppose you could smell it if you absolutely insisted, but don't breathe too hard. Disrupt the sugar spiral. The food cannot be eaten, it cannot be judged. You're disqualified. Rage overtakes Ashley and she finally cannot keep her two-faced routine up. You wouldn't know high-end cuisine if it cooked you. And with that, Ashley storms off to rededicate herself to being the best, but this time without being shackled by trying to fake nice and liked by everyone. This isn't the last you've heard of me either. It will be. This class gets much smaller. I'll be teaching myself. You and Colonel Sanders, the final cooks, step up together. 2 chefs? What began as a bowl of delicious mac and cheese has become something else. He examines it closely, sniffing and eyeing the bowl. Uh-oh, I don't have a good feeling about this. From somewhere in the room, a literal drum plays. Just when I thought I've seen everything in this kitchen, you give me this thing. You completely blow me away. In my 49 dog years of life, I've never tasted anything so delicious and perfectly balanced. It's so delicious, in fact, that everyone passes it. Okay. You pass, and you pass, and you get a pass. Everyone gathers around and partakes of the mac and cheese bowl. They all seem to transcend this reality into another dimension. How many people are gonna die from this mac and cheese? You win! Congratulations. Together, you and Colonel Sanders have made a new menu item. The new menu item is so impressive, even Van and Ashley are drawn back by its magnetic fragrance. He made mac and cheese and nobody could stop him. No one did. When they gaze upon your mac and cheese bowl, they admit you are indeed an excellent chef. Sprinkles declares that you have passed. Everyone has passed. There were supposed to be more battles, but come on, how could they be better than this one? Now that the school year is complete and everyone has graduated, the students return for one last assignment. To get their groove on. The cafeteria has been completely redecorated in order to serve as a site of the graduation dance. Compared to the massive high-tech cooking arena, the humble decor seems downright cute and cozy. I'm not gonna read that. You knew that Sprinkles was a master chef, but also a world-renowned turntablist. Who says you can't teach an old dog them tricks? Van and Ashley tell everyone that they've committed themselves to righting the wrongs they did while they were the villains. For a moment, you actually believe them. Not another haunting. No ghosts allowed at graduation. It's clearly written by the school's bylaws. It's never actually a ghost. It was all a trick to get you to finally notice me. So, how is he blown away by a gentle breeze then, back at Colonel's house? I'm reading too deep into this. Oh, amusing. Now that everyone is together, the spork monster is totally mellowed out. Everyone, the spork monster is no more. From here on out, I prefer that everyone refer to me by my new name, Party Monster. The student tries to finish what he has to say, but everyone is too wrapped up in talking to Spork. Sorry, Party Monster. My man weighs less than a twig. Yeah, he must. Dejected, the student walks off. Maybe things didn't work out for Miriam romantically, but she found the love in her cooking, and you know she's gonna do great. The red carpet rolls out across the ballroom. It's like a Hollywood movie. Premiere. Who could command such an entrance? It's not gonna be Colonel. Oh, I was right? Oh. Walking the carpet, you see perched atop his dirty chef's hat. A crown? Welcome back, Pop. I know you weren't able to compete in the final exam and accept your diploma, so we had it mailed directly to your father. We figured it's at least for the school's dean. Now I get it. And we get a new wing on the school, not to mention the honor of educating the son of the chancellor of such and such. The music at the dance is interrupted by the sound of sparking and electrical hissing. It's Clank, who's late. Now that I have graduated, I can reveal my truth. I'm still doing the talking thing. I am Clank. I am not of this earth. I am actually from a faraway planet, in another dimension. What? What? Except again? I actually feel like I knew it this whole time. Now that I have learned the ways of your kind, I must return. Miriam, will you come with me? I don't know what to say. No? Besides no, obviously. I have just begun to learn who I really am. This isn't the time for me to devote my life to figuring out who you really are, Clank. I'm blown away by Miriam's maturity. It's pretty clear she has managed to surpass you in that regard. Gee whiz, that's so quirky and unique. I know, right? Haha. Epic. I understand, kind of. Humans are weird. The portal opens up and Clank disappears. So no head? Finally, Colonel Sanders arrives. Howdy, classmates. Just like the first day you met him, he has come prepared to feed the entire class. However, it's not enough to just give them a bucket of chicken. This time it's a full meal. I didn't get to be the most famous chicken man in the history of chicken and man by not reminding people to go out and buy my chicken. No, it's not the end. Man. As everyone feasts on their delicious chicken dinner, Colonel Sanders finds you sitting at the edge of the dance floor. I already see where this is going. What are you doing sitting all alone? Oh, you know, just waiting for the right person to ask me to dance. I wonder, might you tell me, what are the qualities that you would expect to find in such a lucky person? Off the top of my head, oh, I don't know, a spicy mustache, titty goatee, and tight. Wow, I really cannot read today. A degree from the University of blah blah blah, just to name a few. Truly is my lucky day. Would you dance with me? Yes, I would love to. As you glide across the dance floor, hand in hand with Colonel Sanders, the future stretches out in front of you. And once my 100th franchise is up and running, I'll be ready to take a day off, and I'll be so glad to spend it together with you, Jonah. How sweet. We'll work together and play together. Colonel Sanders stops dead in his tracks. Work together? Well, I think this is something I'll just need to do by myself. Who will help you run your restaurants? I don't believe I need help. Besides, based on your time at school here, do you really think running restaurants is the best path forward? Could it be? You found a love connection, but failed to earn his respect as a chef? Can you live with only half of him? Will you be able to endure sharing him with his other love, the life of an entrepreneur? I suppose I can enroll at a pastry school. Oh my dear Jonah, I'm sure that you'll find your place eventually. And along the way, you'll have me by your side. The end. Like, really? Is this really the end, please? God, finally. Well, that was this. So, yeah, that's the game. Hated it. Oh. honestly, there were a couple enjoyable moments, but overall, just ugh. Although the initial like shock of this game like even existing is over, it still feels fucking weird, man. Well, at least I don't have to play this ever again, and I can uninstall it. So that's nice. Visual novels in general, Arlene? Yeah, I mean, I'm really not big into visual novels. I got the bad ending? Fuck, if I'm really bored, I might just YouTube the ending later. I'm not gonna play this again. Anyways, I guess I'm gonna end the stream right now. I guess that'll be it for today. Yeah, maybe I'll stream another time this week. Like a better game, better than this. Stream me uninstalling it. We'll see. The good ending as Colonel Sanders turned into Colonel Sanders and taking you. Alright. Well. Well. Yeah. Alright, I guess I'm ending stream for real now this time. So, bye. Thanks for watching me suffer through this shithole. And, hold on. Let me try seeing if I can record the uninstalling. What? Can you see it? Alright. Here goes. Wait, I should probably close the game first. Alright. Oh. Goodbye, Colonel Sander dating game. You will not be missed. Alright, good. Well, that about does it for tonight. So, bye. Next stream I do, it'll either be like either like Smash viewer battles, or maybe just stream me being very bad at Celeste. Depends. See you until then, like maybe a day or 2 or 3 or 4 or however many days it is.